All right, we are back on Morning Line, just shifting gears a bit in our final segment this morning, talking about, well, it's going to be the 12th annual Downtown Home Tour presented by the Nashville Downtown Partnership. Okay, I am not the Vice President of Economic Development for that, but Tamara Dixon is.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for coming on this morning. And yeah, it's something, I guess this is Sunday, right?
This is this coming Sunday, April 12th from 1 to 6 p.m.
All right, talk about it. It's the 12th annual Home Tour for the downtown Nashville area.
For downtown Nashville,
yes. It's just growing, which you're right. I mean, there's so many more places to live. What are we talking about here? Again, it's not so much houses. And if you would, though, define for me the parameters of the downtown.
Downtown, we have Jefferson Street to the north, and then we have the Cumberland River to the east, and the Interstate Loop to the south and the west.
Okay, so that got everything inside of that.
Everything inside is considered downtown.
So there are some homes, okay, but you see so much of the development down Sobro and everything else. Is it encompassing all of that? Or is that what this is about?
It is encompassing all of that. Now, this year's tour is only focusing on the core of downtown. We're actually highlighting historic properties, rehab buildings. We'll have no new construction on this year's tour.
Okay, so and a lot of those, the buildings that have been renovated, we're talking then about condos, apartments, things like that?
We're talking about private residences. We have traditional rental units. We have the newly popular short-term rental, and then we also have live workspaces that are becoming more popular.
All right, I know you wanted to talk about, this is the 12th annual. How much has it changed since the first one?
Well, our first tour was in 2004. And we had 700 attendees, which was a pretty big attendance number. But at that time, we only had 1,200 downtown units.
Is that right?
And we had about 2,200 residents.
How many do we have now?
Now we have 5,000 units, 8,000 residents, and we have about 4,200 more units that are either under construction or planned.
We're showing some of the units, and some of them are spectacular. I mean, it's just downtown living. It's not for everyone. It depends on what you're after and what you want. But boy, there are some opportunities down here. How does it work? Okay, the tour. People sign up and talk a little bit about that. And what do they see? How does it go?
So this is a self-guided tour.
Okay.
We let folks purchase the ticket at our ticket sales center.
$10.
$10. And then we also provide shuttles that circulate through the route so that you have the opportunity to take a shuttle if you get tired of walking. But it's a very walkable area this year, right in the downtown core. And there are 12 stops. There are 18 actual living spaces that you can see, and 5 of those are brand new to the tour.
Okay, and you get to go in, check it out,
You get to go in, check it out, look around, take pictures. A lot of the homeowners actually greet you and provide refreshments and like to talk to you about the history. This year we are focusing on the history of the buildings on the tour. So there is a downloadable, you could go to nashvilledowntown.com/tour map, and you can download the history of each of the stops as you're taking the tour.
Yeah, I really like the idea of these buildings. I mean, we hear about plenty of development now where they buy up the land and they tear down what's there and rebuild. And I understand sometimes that's a reality. You know about some very high-profile cases I'm talking about. But I like it when they get these old historic buildings and then fix them up. And that's what I'd want to live in.
Right.
One that's got this history to it. And that's what I think is so cool about going on this. You can learn about the history. I just wanted to ask you this, though. In terms of the people, I think anyone who enjoys Nashville would enjoy seeing something like this just to know what's there. But are there going to be properties that range in price? I mean, so much of them, I hear some of these new condos, I couldn't afford it if I won the lottery. I'm sorry, it's the truth. Some of them, for 800 square feet, what you're paying, frankly, in my opinion, is ridiculous, all right? But if it's worth it to you, fine, go ahead and do it. But are there going to be some more affordable properties, you think, in the downtown area? Because you know as well as I do, it's spendy.
Right, and I think so. I think that right now we're at a 98% occupancy level.
See, that's part of the problem. It's just jammed.
Exactly, and we have less than a 2-month supply of for sale property. So as soon as we get more
supply and demand.
property,
that will push some of the prices down as you get more competition. So I didn't realize the occupancy rate was that high.
It's been 98% with rental properties for the past 3 years.
Okay, still a sellers or renters market, if you will. I mean, it's a good time to be selling this because people want it. You can buy it up, right?
Right. Yes. Absolutely.
Where do you live? You live downtown?
I did for
did?
about 6 years.
Did you like it?
Yes, I did.
It was cool,
I
wasn't
loved
it?
it.
And
I
it's
loved
even
it.
better now. I mean, it's just changed so much in the 12 years since you started doing this. It is such a more desirable place to live and just more going on.
Exactly.
12 years ago, when you went out at night, sometimes it was just quiet, dead. You know, everyone went home. Now it's a little more vibrant and alive.
It's very vibrant.
Don't you
Yes.
think?
Yes, absolutely. And more is coming, and more plans are on the books. I mean, it's just we're really becoming a true 18-hour city.
Yeah, a good friend of mine lives downtown, works here. He walks to work.
I used to do that too.
It's pretty cool. You
It
can
was,
avoid
yes.
the commute, and that unto itself is worth paying a little bit more money. All right, let's real quickly just recap for folks, since we just got a couple
Okay.
minutes. It's going to be again Sunday from 1 to 6.
1 to 6.
And where is it that they should go to meet? Once they buy their tickets, where do you go?
Well, the ticket sales location is at the corner of 4th and Commerce. That's
Okay.
the One Nashville Downtown Partnership offices, One Nashville Place building.
And you have complimentary parking there.
Complimentary parking.
A and B garages
A and
on
B
Commerce.
garages on Commerce. SP Plus is providing that for us.
Of course, metered parking if you can find one's free on Sunday.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. And then what we've got is from there.
Once you
you'll see
get your ticket, you can take off and travel by foot or by shuttle throughout the downtown core area and enter any of these properties at your leisure.
We're looking at it'll be in the mid 70s and maybe a little sunny.
Yes,
on
I went
Sunday.
ahead and looked up the News
And
Channel
there's
5 forecast. It's going to be 77 degrees.
I was looking
And
at that. It's like,
beautiful.
well, that counts for something. You want to come down and enjoy it. But you know, even if you're not planning on purchasing a property down here, you're just curious about the development, and I am. I mean, do something like this. Get the chance to see it. Every time I go down here, in some borough or neighborhood down that's just it's new. There's something
Right.
new here that I didn't see last time I was there. This is an opportunity to get a chance to go inside some of them and have a look around, which I think is really, really cool. Tamara, thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate it. My pleasure. And yeah, just get down and have a look around. And again, from 1 to 6 on Sunday. After church, head on over there and you can take a tour of these homes. It's just $10. So thanks. Best of
Thank
luck with
you.
that. You're going to have
Thank
great
you.
weather. You can thank Leland for that.
I will.
Folks, that wraps it up for today. We'll be back same time, same place on Monday. In the meantime, have a wonderful weekend. Participate in that fun run for our kids. And then on Sunday, head on out and take a check of some of the properties. Bye-bye, everyone. Hey, thank you.